And they showed fabulous PowerPoint, and they got the men all excited, and they all signed up for an ad in the paper. And it ran, and afterwards Russ and I were talking, and we said, you know, the women leaders in New Orleans care about, and in the state, care about our future just as much as the guys do. So let's do the same thing for the men, except we don't want to do it at the crack of dawn because we don't like to put on our hair and makeup that early, right? Right, so let's do a wine and cheese for the ladies. So here we are talking about it, and we're saying, you know, when can we do this? And, well, Russ's birthday's coming up, but would he mind? You know, I'll ask y'all, what do you think? A sizzle, is that what you call it? And I'll tell you about the investors that are invested in this project who couldn't be with us tonight, but they will be here soon. Then I'll call up Ricardo Suarez, who is an executive with Four Seasons Luxury Hotels in Miami. And he's going to blow you away with his presentation. Then we're going to hear from a couple of our great local investors who are here. And then we're going to hear a few words from Russ about the project. You know, he is a little bit passionate about this, so hang on to your seats. And then it's birthday time. And 20, at least 3 of the beautiful ladies of Russ's harem, I was told not to call them that. That's what he calls them. Are going to come up. My lonely days are over. Yeah, and life is but a song. Well, tonight, we're here to say, at last, after 2 failed attempts, the Four Seasons Luxury Hotel has come along. And life is going to be a song. And it's going to have a lot of singing and dancing and celebration when this is happening. Because Russ and I were in the legislature, a bill has passed which will help us get this done. And one of the local legislators said to us, you know, my wife and I went to the Four Seasons Hotel in Orlando. If we get a Four Seasons Hotel in New Orleans, it's a game changer. One minute, can you roll the sizzle?
About the project. We've already heard that it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be transformational to our whole area. And there are 2 things that are going to make it such. One is the economic impact that it's going to have on our city. It's going to be the largest privately funded development in the city of New Orleans, in the history of New Orleans. With $400 million going into that center of the city, right down on the riverfront, we're going to be generating over the life of this project over $400 million of tax revenues to the city of New Orleans. That's $400 million in 2015 dollars over the life of the project. You can add $200 more million when you throw in the state share of it. If you break it down to an annual basis, we're going to generate $10 million a year to the city in the form of lease payments, property taxes, hotel, motel, occupancy taxes, etc. Another $5 million to the year, a year to the state. So $15 million a year that can go to address the revenue problems that all public entities have, certainly our city and our state have right now. In addition to that, the project will put 1,600 people to work for about a 2 to 3 year period for the construction and the renovation on this project. The 1,600 people will cover all trades in the construction industry, cover all socioeconomic staff coming in from guards at night to skilled laborers. And we just heard the Four Seasons will have a permanent staff of about 450 employees. And again, to have a quality employer like the Four Seasons with the reputation that it has for how it treats its employees, we think again that's going to be a real game changer for our industry. We have a lot of good hotels right now. We're just going to up the ante a little bit and raise the bar some. So getting this project started is critical to all of us, not just us as investors in the project, but to our community and to our state. And we certainly appreciate all of y'all coming today and any help.
It's preparedness. For us, This is a real opportunity to change the game in New Orleans. For me, when I think about disadvantaged business enterprises, I think about Atlanta. But we want you to think about New Orleans. We're committed to a minimum of 35% DBE participation. We're committed to creating capacity. We have an engagement with the Dartmouth Tufts School of Business. They'll be here in New Orleans providing a week-long training sessions to help with capacity, to help them to grow their business. We've developed a financing arrangement with Liberty Bank to provide short-term cash flow financing. Never been done before. Most of all, we're looking to create opportunities for folks that are here in New Orleans. When we think about the future, it's about team building, it's about providing opportunity. And this team is committed to it. It's a part of the project underway. Russ will be telling you just how you can help us. Thank you.
I don't want to keep you from the wine and the roses and the fruit, but I do want to talk to you, and those of you, I know most of you, most all of us, know that I like to look people in the eye when I talk. I don't speak from a podium. I know a lot of other people are more comfortable. And I think my voice can carry the room. So I'm going to stand here and I'm going to tell you why I'm angry. And I once told Sandra that I would never quit practicing law as long as I had anger in the firms. Now, 50 years I've been practicing law. I have never, ever seen a worse situation perpetrated on investors than what's happened to this magnificent project. I want to introduce Dirk Wagman, Susan Tyler from the Jones Walker Law Firm. We've done a great job for 4 seasons. Now, why am I angry? Well, I'm upset. 50 years I've been practicing law. 80 years my firm's been around. We've represented Fortune 500 companies, bankers, but mostly just ordinary people. And what's happened here is a $400 million project has been delayed, and the city and the state have lost $15 million in the meantime because a scoundrel and a rascal for $10 bought a shell corporation after they finished fifth and filed 3 legal actions. Won a lawsuit for millions of dollars and an injunction that was denied, and the Court of Appeal ruled last week that the process was fair. And what's worse, the former parties who were developers who sold their interest for $10 that was never paid wrote letters and emails to Mayor Landrieu and to JLL saying it was a fair and a wonderful process. And then the 2 owners turned around and for $10 sold their interest, their total interest, to a rascal. Scorpion. The frog takes him to the other side. The scorpion stings the frog, and the frog's dying. So why did you do that? The scorpion says, well, it's in my nature. I'm telling you that the people that have filed 3 legal actions, attempted to ruin the title, sued Stone Pigman lawyers individually, as well as their law firm for doing the job, are rascals and they're scoundrels, and they're trying to stop the best project that outside investors have ever had in this town. And you know what happens? If they succeed, we don't get great outside investment. We don't get folks like Woodward. We don't get folks like Henry, who have devoted their lives and their livelihood not just to building things, but to building reputations. We will not get them in the hospital. And so what do we ask you to do? We didn't invite you here for a party, although we're going to have one. Now that I found Karen's got the same birthday as Shakespeare. And really, look, I always wanted to be him. I would be that tall, the largest on the street. What we'd like you to do in the back of each booklet is a sheet. We want to put a positive ad like the men did, the businessmen, in the Times Picayune, the Advocate, Gambler, City Business, and other newsprint. All we're going to say is this is a great project. 1,500 construction jobs, 450 permanent jobs. We need your help. We want citizens like you, and you're all leaders. I know 90% of you. Sandra knows 90% of you. Please consider signing that we can use your name in a very positive ad, very similar to the ad you'll find in your book. And thank you, and let's celebrate it.
Down here at one snap. So it's going to be tap, tap, snap. Don't you get this on YouTube. Stop it. Tap, tap, snap. Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear flowers. Happy birthday to you.
You all sign up. And I know I'm a low
Really fine man. Just look around the room and you see his fans. He's a speaker, a teacher, and a wordsmith too. He likes lucky dogs and the sound of the blues. Now Russ is a guy who likes to debate. He's sharp and he's smooth and he's never ever late. A investor and a super lawyer too. Hey there, Russ, we all want to be you. The cover of a magazine he has graced with his silver locks and his cherub face. He looks quite dashing in a business suit. As the Downton Abbey lord, well, he's really very cute. He likes the toilet tissue to roll from the top. And if you try to change it, he will tell you to stop. He always has a joke or a quote from a sage. We'd all like to see him on a New York stage. He loves the big easy and he loves city lights, but who he truly loves is his beautiful wife. Hip hip hooray! A toast to our host, King for a day.